Hey, 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 love angels. It's time for an update. It's time for an update. As you see, the Lord has been growing, right? So I'm happy to say I have reached 6 months on my sister lock journey, and I am still so in love with my locks. I'm not tired of them yet. In the past, those who know me knew I always had to switch up a look. But this is my hair right now. And you, of course, a lot of naturalistas out there, we have a lot of shrinkage. So like if I was to pull this out, you see how long it actually is, but my hair just, whoop, it goes back. But you see this thickness? Like you remember when I started? You remember when I started? Like, just look at this. Give you a little side shot. Look at that. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I just wanted to give you some little things that I've been doing for those who are wondering, like, how is her hair growing so fast? So some people who know me know that I've expressed that I don't think my hair really grew that fast. I used to think my hair grew slow. And I've learned, first off, for you who were following me, for those of you who were following me last year, I was really on this journey of doing protective hairstyles because I noticed my hair was always like stopping here. Like for as long as I remember, and I mean, except for when I was like a young kid, those who know me know my hair would, like for the last few years, my hair has been here. It will not grow further than that. And I was like, but what is that about? Especially when I would color my hair, right? The color grew out, but the hair is at the same length. There's a problem. So I started doing a lot of protective styles. And I was just in this place where I said, I just want to I want to reset. I want to reset. You know, last year, and I'm sorry for repeating myself. I did the last video so long ago. I want to make sure I don't like not share something. So if I'm saying it again, maybe you need to hear it again. How about that? Okay, or maybe not, just bear with me. So I just wanted a fresh start, new beginning. So I just chopped it all off. And I knew it would grow back. And now I get to grow back the right way. You know, no keratin treatments because I did so much keratin. Color. Now I love my color. And I'm not saying I'm not going to go back to color, but I needed to give my hair that break. And it's been the best, like no manipulation. My hair is just the right, like my hair was here. Okay. If you followed my Instagram page, you'll see I've been putting up pictures since I started, and I had like these little cute little baby locks, and they're still, you know, fairly baby, but look like nothing but God. So some of the things that I've been doing, of course, drinking lots of water, that's a must. And I eat a vegan plant-based diet, so I really feel that that helps me in my growth, but I also started Donna's recipe. So when I started this journey, and I might've shared this with you, my lock consultant, shout outs to Angela, she recommends no oil, just water, because our hair has a natural sebaceous gland that produces oil. So I was all for that, right? But then my girl Tabitha Brown came out with a hair oil and biotin, and I was like, I'm curious. Like I was looking at all of the testimonials and reviews, and I was like, I kind of want to try it. But I know what my lock consultant said, but I kind of want to try it. So I did. And I didn't tell her that I did it because one, I have a lot of slippage just naturally because I have a soft cuticle. So I don't want all of the hard work I've been doing to mess up. So I was testing it out. So I would just put a little bit on my scalp, make sure it's not touching my hair, because when I get my hair done now, there's always some slippage. And when you do reties, when you get reties done, they have to re-tighten everything. So some of my locks would be out because I'm still at the beginning stage. By the time I get to maybe 2-3 years, I shouldn't have a lot of that slippage. By then it'll be a lot longer, and because it's shorter too. So because of that, I was being very, very careful, but I wanted to try it. And she also has biotin gummies. I'll be honest, the first month I really started seeing results. I was like, okay. And my edges. So I might've shared this with you all before. And I'm sorry for, it's a beautiful sunny day out today, first in days. So that's what that is over there. But I am growing edges. Like I didn't have, like the hair here was so much more bald before I started this journey. So I feel that that has helped tremendously, on top of the biotin, the water. I do collagen, I do vegan collagen, which helps your skin, your hair, the elasticity. So you look and feel youthful forever and ever. That's my goal. You know, I want to look this way when I'm 40, when I'm 50, when I'm 60. And I'd be like, girl, you still look like you're 20. Because even now, I sometimes get from people, like the other day, I was meeting with someone and she was like, I'm not sure how old you are. And I was like, 36. And she's like, you mean 25? And I was like, well, thank you. And I love when I look back at like old videos and pics and I'm like, you look the same. You're actually aging backwards. So I'm doing something right, right? So yes, the collagen. And recently I found out about fenugreek seeds are really good. And you could do like a fenugreek water, but I'm actually ingesting it. So it hits the bloodstream quicker. So every day I take a tablespoon of fenugreek seeds in a cup of water and you just leave it there overnight. And then in the morning you drink it. So that horsetail is really good. And I have some horsetail supplements that I was using and I kind of stopped when I started Tabitha's line that I'm gonna incorporate again soon. And I pray over my hair. For the past few years, I've had a prayer that I just speak over my hair. Oh, and I add water to my hair every day. Excuse me. So with the slippage, it's recommended not to spray your hair every day. Like when I first started locking, when I first locked, I was spraying my hair with water every day so it could have like a fresh look. But then I noticed when it was time for retie, a lot of them were kind of falling out a little bit quicker. So I stopped that. But then I found out recently from an amazing woman that you were going to meet. I'm trying to see when am I even going to post this episode. That I don't know when it'll post, but either you saw her already or you will see her. And she was saying to grow our hair, we need to add water to it. And then I thought about it in another way. What do we do with our plants? We water them so they can grow. Now I know some plants you don't water them every day, but you know what I mean. Like we have to add some type of moisture to our hair. So I do that. I pray over my hair. The collagen, I also do sea moss, which has so many, over 102 minerals that your body needs. So that helps also with hair growth. The water, eating, lots of fruits, vegetables, lots of antioxidants. And is that it? I think that's it. So those are the things that I've been doing and I'm noticing it's turning out really well. Like this is just, I look like I just have a curly fro. So I actually need a retie right now. That's why you don't really see any parts. You see them, but you don't see them. But look at this, y'all, look at this. Now, of course, the back is shorter because if you remember when I did the big chop, the top of my hair was longer than the back, but they're all, it's actually all semi looking kind of, the same length. It's like the back is catching up with the front, So yes, so that is my 6-month update. I'm still banding, but the banding is so much better now because my hair is longer in the back. So before it would take me forever to like grab a piece and twist it. Now, so just so you guys can see, I think I said I was going to do a banding episode, didn't I? All right, I gotta get on that. But yeah, you just twist it, right? Like you see already how much longer that is. And then you kind of take it, fold it in, and then you add a rubber band so that your ends are closed. So when you're washing it, it's less likely to come out. So it's so much easier now to band. It takes me no time. I'm still faithfully going to get a retie every 4 to 6 weeks. So during this journey, normally I go every 4 weeks, especially because of slippage. But there was one time I wasn't able to go to her in 4 weeks because I was in New York at the time. When I tell y'all this is the longest retie, normally my reties take 2.5 to 3 hours. This one took about 4 hours. I am not kidding you. It was about 4 to 5 hours. And I was like, oh my gosh. And that was because I went so long. So it just shows the importance of keeping up with your reties, especially because of my hair being, with the slippage. Like right now I have a lot of slippage and I already gave her a heads up, like, beware, lots of slippage. Yeah, and I'm going to be doing something new soon that I'm going to be incorporating into this, but I will save that for my next update. So I might come back in at month 9, since I came in at 3 months, now 6 months, 9 months, and then 12 months. So like I'm coming on a quarterly basis just to give you guys some updates. Thank you for being along with me on this journey. Shout outs to all my Sister Lock queens out there. Please share some of your tips, some of the things that you do to nourish your temples with lots of love. Your sister locks, nourish your locks with love. Ooh. So fun fact, I still haven't, so at this point, you're watching this, but I haven't actually made my channel yet or the episodes that I wanted to do for the Sister Lock journey. And I was trying to think of what should the name be. And I think it should be Nourish Your Locks with Love. Nourish Your Sister Locks with Love, like Nourish Your Temple with Love. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So we'll see. So by the time you see this, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's the title of her thing, but you'll realize the timing and how the name was created. So I'm gonna be putting the name, then you're gonna see all the other episodes and then this one. I hope I came in at 3 months and I didn't just come in at 1 month. Y'all, so much is going on. And I'm not being, I'll be honest, I need to be more on top of the timing that I'm doing these videos. I do know I came in and I told you my whole journey with why I did this and that sort of thing. But the great thing is, by the time you see this video, I would have already figured out if I did or I didn't, because as I'm posting, if I see there's a video, well, no, I was gonna say, if I see there's a video I didn't do, I would just do it, but you'll see clearly the difference in my hair. So for the last 3 to 6 months, this has been my journey. But the last month and a half, I've been doing Donna's recipe. For the last week, I've been doing the fenugreek seeds. The sea moss and the collagen I've been doing for like a month or two. I usually do sea moss, but consistently I've been doing it for the past month or two. And I did make sure you check out my episode on my mucoid plaque cleanse. When I tell you, I'm gonna put the description below so you can check that out. Everyone, I am encouraging everyone out there to go and do a mucoid plaque cleanse. I'm gonna put some information below. So I feel that because I just did that cleanse, my hair is probably gonna grow and thrive that much more, because with mucoid plaque, it's a lot of plaque buildup that could have been sitting in your colon for years. That's just literally accumulating and it's just caked up. And it can cause disease, it causes irritability, it causes, unfortunately, colon cancer in some people, hair loss, weight gain, bloating. Like if you have a lot of these symptoms, depression, do this cleanse, remove that blockage and let your blood be purified, let your organs perform at its optimal level, the way God intended, and you will feel amazing. So for me, I'm already very energetic, so I didn't feel the difference in the energy level, but I lost 5.5 pounds of mucoid plaque. And it gets a little graphic in the video. For those who don't want to see, I advise you to skip, but I show you what came out of me. And reason being is because God delivered me and I want him to do the same for you. I didn't know about mucoid plaque, and that's the problem. A lot of us don't know these things and how we can heal our bodies. And it was simple. It was 3 days. I wasn't hungry. I drank lots of herbs and fruits to nourish my system. And one thing in particular, it's palm oil fiber that comes from trees. And it's the one thing that's slippery enough to really break down the walls inside the intestine. So, our large intestine has a mucus lining that's supposed to, protect. However, over time, when the colon, trying to think of the right word this time, let me read it. Because I actually have a little pamphlet. So you can see, so that's what our colon looks like. And you see the brown, that's the accumulated mucus, toxins, waste. There's parasites that hide in this mucus, in this mucoid plaque. So, okay, mounds of old rotting food and waste materials make your colon bulge out so that it's almost impossible for your colon muscles to expel anything, and you get more and more stopped up. So I've learned, because I'm very regular. I know this went from hair video to this, but it's important. I'm very, very regular. Go to the bathroom a lot. So I was thinking like, oh, I may not have that much to come out. This is accumulation from years. Prior to being vegan, I was all about chicken. My friends and family know I was all about some fried chicken. And then I was pescatarian, fish, just all of the food that you had that was just sitting there. Like when I saw what came out, it can be a little like you taken back, but I did research ahead of time. So I knew what was to come. I was prepared on what it would look like. Not everyone can look at it. Some people just flush it because it's a lot. But when you see what's been sitting inside of you, and it's heavy, like I had like a wooden stick that I used, and I pulled it up and you could feel it, and it's heavy and it stays on the stick. Normally when you use the bathroom, if you were to do something like that, it'll break apart. Yeah, so your colon becomes a breeding ground for bacteria that soon kills off the other type, the friendly bacteria that your intestines need to digest properly, creating excess gas and discomfort. Small blood vessels from your colon leak toxins out to your circulation system, kidneys, skin, and lungs, which increase sweating and foul smelling urine. So that's just a little snippet. I go into it a little bit more. Well, I go into a lot more on this episode. Like, I bring you on the journey with me for the whole 3 days. So you're going through it with me. I didn't know what to expect. I read the testimonials, but I had to do my own story. And then I wanted to share it with you all. And I also have an episode where the woman who I found out about the mucoid plaque, Nurse Lois Banks of Lois Banks Ministries. She's also an amazing prophetess. She is such a blessing to the kingdom. And I was just so honored that she had a conversation with me to really discuss more about this and, you know, just some of the people that she's helped heal from different, you know, from COVID. And I don't want to give too many spoilers. You have to go and check that video out as well. That's under my Love Angels Making an Impact. And you'll see that that one is going to be there. So it's Nurse Lois Banks. And, but I say all of that to say that she encouraged us to do this cleanse, because she said when she did this cleanse, her hair just started growing. She's like, your hair is just going to grow to your back because you don't have the blockage. You know, also the parasites. We have parasites and creepy crawlers that are inside of us that we could have, because I was wondering, like, how would I have gotten this as a kid, a worm? Sometimes we could have ingested it not knowing, a bug could have bit us, you know, like there's so many ways. And because the parasites hide themselves in the mucoid plaque, it's recommended to do the mucoid plaque first. Then you do a parasite cleanse. So my next step is the parasite cleanse. But again, if you are interested in what I'm sharing, you know, and you know, we're just going to stay tuned, because today is actually the day after I did this cleanse. So because, you know, like she said, once you do it, the blockage is gone, your hair is going to thrive that much more. Let's see where we are in the next 3 months. Okay, I'm excited. The best is yet to come. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. For God's glory. God bless.